In recent years, high-profile corruption cases have highlighted how deeply entrenched corruption is in South Africa's government. This has led many to question our government's ability to effectively manage the country. When we talk about the abuse of entrusted power for personal or private gain, we include not only the public sector, be it national, provincial, or local government, but we also include the private sector. And we don't leave out the not-for-profit organizations too. We should expect the same level of accountability from all of these sectors. Corruption in the public sector means the misuse of public money, funds that are meant for improving public service. We all know what that looks like. Poor quality in the delivery of essential services like education, healthcare, housing, and infrastructure. For instance, corruption in state-owned enterprises like Eskom is directly linked to the severe power shortage that hampers both economic activity and daily life. Corruption disproportionately affects poor communities, increasing South Africa's already high level of inequality. This often forces citizens to pay bribes for access to public healthcare, housing, social grants. Corruption within the public sector undermines governance by weakening the rule of law. Corruption in South Africa's private sector is equally serious. Corporate fraud, bribery, price fixing, money laundering, and tax evasion. When corruption infiltrates procurement processes, usually because companies have literally paid state officials to secure contracts, the lines are blurred between private and public sector corruption. This form of collusion can have very devastating results. One of the most infamous cases of private sector corruption involved South African retail giant Steinhoff, which in 2017 was exposed for falsifying financial statements, leading to one of the biggest corporate fraud scandals in South African history. This scandal not only affected investors and employees, but also caused ripples in the country's economy. During the 2010 FIFA World Cup, several construction companies were found guilty of colluding to inflate prices for infrastructure projects. This scandal not only affected investors and employees, but also caused ripples in the country's economy. Another form of corruption is tax evasion by wealthy individuals and large corporations. Should some of the richest people in the land be allowed to avoid their tax obligation and make our country even more unequal than it is? This has to stop. Everyday ordinary people are being directly affected because money meant for basic public services is going into private pockets. So, this is where you come in. Ordinary South Africans from all walks of life are key in the fight against corruption. There are over 40,000 whistleblowers that have reported alleged incidences of corruption to Corruption Watch and other anti-corruption organizations. Watch our next video for more on how corruption touches you and how you can safely report it, and join the many brave patriots who have used their freedom of expression to challenge and expose the abuse of power that undermines public trust.